Hey everyone, a little late night before I go to bed recording. So today, City Council was going to vote and install an interim mayor to finish out Mayor Vilal's term, as she previously announced back in April, I believe, March or April, that she was resigning and it would be effective June 30th, which is the end of the fiscal year. So the interim mayor would take up on July 1st. And so that happened tonight at the normal city council, normal city council meeting tonight. And I had signed up to speak, thinking that the vote would not happen until tonight. But apparently, um, as you will see, if you, it's been already announced because I was there when it was announced. Um, No, actually, I wasn't. I saw it on the news when I was looking at my news on the way home. Anyway, I spoke, and here's the thing: I created a 3 minute speech for my endorsement for Mayor Pro Tem James Mitchell. After I watched last Thursday all 5 interviews. And so, but at the meeting, once the mayor found out that there were 31 speakers, she said, nope, sorry. Each speaker will have 1 minute to speak. 1 minute. Now, I did have two versions. I had one that was 3 minutes because the website says, as a speaker, you will have 3 minutes. And I went ahead and did a 90-second version, a 90-second version. And so when I was there, me and some other people who in the queue was like, there is no way, no way, no way, no way. So I just decided to cut some things and then go out on the fly and see what I could say. So it's not my um, my best not my best speech. No, it was not my best work. But just so you know, here is the actual speech that I was going to say. Good evening, Mayor Lyles, members of council, and city staff. My name is Eric Norman. I'm a former small business owner here in the Charlotte area, an active member of the Carolinas LGBT plus Chamber of Commerce, and a seated member of the Charlotte Business Inclusion Advisory Committee. Thank you for allowing me the opportunity to speak tonight. First, I want to extend my sincere appreciation to Mayor Lyles for her years of service and leadership. Her work has shaped this city in meaningful ways, and I thank her for her commitment to Charlotte. As you prepare to vote for an interim mayor, I want to emphasize how important this moment is. Charlotte is at a new crossroads of momentum and change. The next 18 months will require a leader who can maintain stability, complete projects already in the motion, set up the continuation of long-term initiatives, and prepare the seat for the next elected mayor. This is a transitional period, but it's also a critical one. I watched all 5 candidate interviews. Each candidate presented compelling reasons for consideration, and I appreciate the willingness of all of them to step forward. After reviewing their interviews, my top 3 are Carrie Cook, State Senator Caleb Theodros, and Mayor Pro Tem James Mitchell. Attorneys Harold Cogdell and Robert Harrington are accomplished professionals, but based on the needs of this moment, they do not appear to be the right fit for right now. I believe that both Carrie Cook and State Senator Caleb Theodros have strong potential to serve as mayor in the future and should run for a full term of the mayor seat during the next election cycle to succeed the interim mayor, as I also believe that this is not their time, and I do not want them to be blocked as an interim mayor for the next election cycle, and that they both are best positioned to continue serving the community in their roles. What Charlotte needs in the interim period is someone who is fully current on the issues, deeply familiar with the city's ongoing work, and ready to step in without delay. Mayor Pro Tem James Mitchell meets that need. He understands that 18 months is a short window relative to the next cycle. He knows the stakeholders, the priorities, and the challenges already on the table. He also understands the importance of the work being done by the Charlotte Business Inclusion Advisory Committee and the vital role that minority owned, women owned, and small business enterprises play in our city's economic ecosystem. He has described himself as a candidate of transition, and I agree. That transition includes preparing the way for a new generation of leadership while ensuring continuity and stability right now. For these reasons, I respectfully advise the voting members of City Council to select Mayor Pro Tem James Mitchell as Mayor Lyle's successor and as Charlotte's interim mayor. Thank you for your time and for your continued service to our city. And that would have been my speech. However, here is the less than 1 minute of my speech. Just 1 second here. Let me bring my YouTube over here. There we go. Scroll this up a little bit. This is at 1:04, 1 hour and 4 minutes and 26 seconds, when the clerk told her that there were 31 speakers.
And have submitted their ballots to the clerk. Any nominee receiving 6 or more votes is automatically appointed. If no nominee received at least 6 votes, a runoff will be necessary, and council will be asked to vote tonight to determine who will be appointed to the board. All appointments will be recorded in the official minutes of this meeting. Madam Clerk, could you please announce the results? No, I don't think we need that's the planning commission. Sorry, we don't want to do that. We're going to start with our planning commission.
Madam Mayor and City Council, for the position on the Planning Commission, the incumbent Will Russell has been reappointed.
Thank you. Congratulations to Will. Yes. Okay. All right. So let's start off with our next step. Madam Clerk, do we have any speakers signed up to speak on item 7, appointment to fill the mayoral seat vacancy? Yes, we have. Do we have any?
Yes, ma'am, we have approximately 30 speakers.
30, how many?
31, excuse me.
30 speakers, and each speaker will have 1 minute. 1 minute. Okay.
1 minute for these.
1 minute, please.
Now, what's going up front, we'll discuss
All right,
that later.
ready? Let's do this. Garland Green, Would you please come down and speak? And Linda Lockman Brooks, if you would take
So
one of the
I
sides
am up
and come
at the
down
1
and
hour,
speak.
10
You'll
minute
have 2
mark.
minutes.
So I'm
Thank
going
you.
to,
1 minute.
1 minute.
I'm going to fast forward this to the end of the person who was on the right side while I'm waiting.
Clerk, good to see you all, Madam Mayor. Thank you for your sacrifice and your leadership.
So I'll let this run for this
Justin
guy.
Harlow, who should be the next leader? Who should be our next mayor? I think that next leader is Carrie Cook. Raised in Charlotte and a CMS graduate, Carrie is the product that you all said that you wanted. You wanted a partner. You wanted someone who crossed the sectors of nonprofit, private sector, and public sector. She's been that partner for you. She has championed your bonds, your infrastructure. She has led workforce development programs that have created jobs in this community. Now, people first lens, Mr. Mizuera Arias. Someone who does the work, as you like to say, Mr. Graham. This election tonight is more than a name with 6 hands being raised for them. But it says something about who you are as a council, as an institution, and where you're trying to lead this city.
Now he's
Pro-business,
about to get
not
cut
enough.
off.
Pro-community, not too much. You've got a decision to make. This is about the future of our city, and it's not just about an interest.
Thank you.
And now here I come.
Our next speaker is. There you are. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. I'm going to try to give you the high-speed rail version of my 3-minute speech.
Thank you.
Good evening, Mayor Lyles, members of council, and city staff. My name is Eric Norman. I'm a former small business owner in the community. I'm an active member of the Carolinas LGBT community, Carolinas Chamber of Commerce, and I'm also a resident currently of unincorporated part of District 2. I watched all 5 interviews last Thursday night. And to make this short, while you each chose the top 2, I had a top 3. Carrie Cook, State Senator Caleb Theodore, and Mayor Pro Tem James Mitchell. What I do not want to see is Caleb and Carrie being blocked from running for a full mayor term next election cycle. They are our future as the transition to new leadership. So my choice for everything that's going on right now with the Charlotte Business Inclusion Advisory Committee, where I also sit as the representative of the LGBT Chamber of Commerce, James Mitchell should be the interviewer.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Our next speakers.
So, as you see, there is no possible way that I could have gotten everything in that I wanted to do and wanted to say in that 1 minute. And so, you probably already know, but my candidate did not win. The interim mayor is Robert Harrington. He is an attorney by trade. He is a business litigation attorney, trial attorney. Helps corporate clients and business clients who are in disputes. That's his day job. He has never held elected office, but he made the top 5. He has been on many boards, most recently the board of directors for the Charlotte-Mecklenburg Library System. That is his latest board challenge. So it's interesting, and a lot of people have said that Robert Harrington is a surprise choice. It actually came down, apparently it came down to him and Carrie Cook. And they voted in runoff, and Robert Harrington received the necessary 6 votes to become interim mayor. And for me, just like I said in my speech, I'm actually glad that Carrie lost. Because honestly, I was impressed during watching the interviews with both Carrie and Caleb. And I think either one of them would make a great mayor for the city of Charlotte, particularly as it points towards a new generation of leaders. More so than some of the people who are currently sitting on city council. Just my opinion. And I'm paying more attention to city government now that I'm actually a part of it with a seat on the Charlotte Business Inclusion Advisory Committee on behalf of the Carolinas LGBT Chamber of Commerce. And so I decided to participate tonight, not on their behalf, but it was just a way of introducing myself. And I'm sure that I'll be speaking at future council meetings on various issues. But there you have it. There's my foot in the door to local city politics. Now, one thing that I alluded to earlier that I said I was going to talk about, that if you've noticed, there was a little bit of confusion with Violet Isles about what she was doing and where she was in the meeting. That has been in the news a lot lately. And at a meeting I had last week, we were discussing this. And the question that will never be answered is, if the whole reason that she's resigning is so that she can spend more time with her children and grandchildren, she knew that before the election last fall. That just doesn't happen in 6 months unless something is wrong. And her behavior over the last few months has pointed to that. And it was noticeable. Had you been present in the city council meeting tonight, even for the short amount of time that I was there, it was noticeable. Now, I don't say that to degrade her, but it just points towards something that even I, at 64 years old, understand in politics, that there should be term limits. There should be. On the national level, in the House of Representatives and in the Senate, we have members of Congress dying in office when they shouldn't be. And so the argument can be, well, even in everyday jobs, because these are jobs, even on city council, while they're part-time jobs, these are jobs. And people occasionally die in those jobs, but it shouldn't come to that, particularly when your mental acuity is in question. And clearly it is in this case, based on what I saw with my own 2 eyes. And so this outlook of city council could have been a whole different animal if she had decided not to run for a 5th term. But that's neither here nor there. Just thought I would put that out there, because as I always say, it matters who sits in these seats, just like it matters who sits in companies in those seats. You're not selling candy. You're making decisions that affect people's lives every single day. And a lot of the city council members who were interviewed said that they wanted someone who could control the meetings. And some of the times that I've watched these business meetings over the last couple of months, I don't know how they get anything done. And mind you, this is the 13th largest city in the country. And this is what we have to talk about? Come on now. Really? So let's see. Robert Harrington has 18 months. I'm learning this version of government. Charlotte City Council is a council city manager run council form of government. The mayor doesn't get a vote. The mayor is like a governor. The mayor is like the president, in that they can wield influence, and the mayor will vote in case of a tie. But that essentially, and of course, the mayor is the face of Charlotte, along with the other 10 members of government. But I still have it up, and I'll show you this guy right here. This is the city manager. He has power, just like James Mitchell over here, who is the mayor pro tem. He has power. She has influence and may have some power behind the scenes, but not in front of the scenes. And so it matters who's in those seats. So I'm just going to wrap this up real quick, just to tell you, just so you can see what I was up to. If any of you are listening and will be attending the 10th annual Friends in Diversity Rooftop Soiree happening tomorrow night at 7, I will see you there. Otherwise, take care and do something nice for yourself tomorrow. Peace.